Yo, what it do, what it done, what it is, and you already know what this is. This is Once. We're not saying magazine dedicated to shit that I'm into the end. I'm your host, Phoenix the Fireball, aka P is for Pressure, and this is another episode of Nice Bit of Kit that you already know what it is. I'm gonna go around, I'm gonna come back, and we're gonna get into it. Let's do this. Where am I? I'm here, am I here? I'm here, gang. Okay, you already know what we do. Give you that close up, give you the montage, give you a little bit of, you know, let's do it. All right, guys, today we have a Hawkwood Mercantile Knu-2 Smock. Let me just let you soak it in. So that's a Hawkwood Mercantile. I'll put the name down below. Hawkwood Mercantile Knu-2 Smock. So that's a new 2 Smock. And guys, here it is. Let's get into it. Should we get into it? All right, let's start with the waist. Once again, there's my waist right there. This comes down just below the waist. You know, my perfect length for a jacket. Really, really dope. Okay, so yeah, let's get into it. We'll start at the cuffages as always. So here's the cuffages, non-tapered. As again, you can see there's a slight shortness on the armage here. Perfect when your arms are down, but when you do this, not quite. So like, let me show you, arms down, all good, not a problem. You do that, you know, you're doing your funny dances, not funny dances, you're doing your cultural dances, and you get a bit of wristage, showage, shall we say. Not too bad, not too bad. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of room in the old cuffages, you know, a little bit of room. But the beautiful thing about this is you obviously have said Velcro strip, which starts there, as you can see, and goes all the way up to there. So let's adjust that. Very strong Velcro, which we always like, because flimsy Velcro is annoying. You might as well not have nothing there. So boom, giving you a bit of tapage there. But again, the tapage, as you can see, it tapes you, but because it's not an all the way round, it sort of still kind of gives you the same amount of space. It just tapes the top bit in a way, which kind of, it's okay, but it's not the best use of the Velcro. You know, if I was to do this, I would have just made it a little bit, yeah. But again, it's not a problem. It's a smock, so it's loose fitting. It's all good. Okay, so this is in a, I want to call this a sort of, not gunmetal grey, let's call it a blacky sort of charcoaly grey. Let's call it that. And it is in a cotton ripstop material, which is what I was talking about earlier. If you can see the grooves there, right, yeah, so that's what I was talking about earlier on the previous one. Anyway, let's get into some pockets, shall we? Cool. Left hand side, right hand side. So this is lifted by a pocket flap, which, let me just show you. Let me show you the pocket. So the pocket is attached, so it's just a flap, rather than as in it doesn't lift. It's a flap, and then it is stuck down by Velcro, as you can see right there. So pretty good, but not going to be the best. Well, actually, if it rains, it will sort of go over, it won't go in, but you don't really have much protection. Do you know what I mean? Because it's just that, and it's a wide opening, and you've only got this sort of thin strip of Velcro to hold it down. Functional for your summer, but if it's raining or anything like that, you've lost. You've definitely lost. Okay, so, and as you can see, these pockets don't sit flush. They're raised. Okay, now as you go up to the upper half of the schmock, you have another pocket at a weird angle, shall we say. It goes across like so, and this is fastened by a rivet and push button. And as you can see there, you've got a sort of loop right there, which gives you the rivet on top, and then you've got the rivet there in green, and that pushes down, and you've got this flap. Open that up. Let's see, you put your hand in. It's quite a deep pocket, actually. You can hold a few bars of gold in there and be okay. It's quite deep, nothing too crazy, but actually useful. I mean, again, if you're going to put anything in this pocket, because it's at an angle, you just want to make sure it's nothing, you know, nothing that will roll out, if you see what I mean. Don't go put in your ecstasy pills in there. Whoever said that, I don't know who said that, but I know some of you are that way inclined. Is it the 90s? Man said ecstasy pills? Anyway, don't put them in there, they will roll out. Cool. Second hand side, you've got another pocket right here, and this pocket is exactly like the pocket lower, as in it doesn't lift, it's just sort of like a cover which folds over and then gives you the same with the green right there. Green rivet push down, and this time you've got the same sort of loop holding the other end of the rivet, but it goes across rather than diagonal, which makes perfect sense. Oh, sorry. And in here you can put a few gold coins, a few silver coins, nothing more. Maybe a mobile phone. Other than that, you wouldn't want to put anything else. Okay, up here you have this little bit here, which is just for aesthetics, but I really love that. I'm sure you could hook yourself onto the side of the mountain via that bit, but no doubt that would just tear and rip. Okay, so now moving up to the upper part of the body, you now have this sort of, I would call it beard shield for now. Mouth shield, beard shield, neck shield, all involved. As you can see, it sits like that, and yeah, it gives you that sort of, you know, desert camo, I don't even know what I'm talking about, but desert soldier, stormtrooper kind of you know, you're out in the wild, you're about to go on a mission. It gives you that kind of, you know, kind of feel. You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of, what's the film with Tom Hardy and Leonardo DiCaprio? Not Insidious, Inception, and you know they're all in white and they've got the sort of snow outfits. This just reminds me of one of those. I don't know why, it's what came to my head. Let's look at one of our favorite things, which is the hood. Again, tappity tap tap tap, you're good. But as you can see, the hood, let me just take the hat off. The hood is flimsy, it's a flimsy hood, so it will stop the tappity tap tap a little bit, but you're not gonna bloody save yourself from the rain. I've been in the rain with this, but it's been really light and it sort of saved me. But anything where it's gonna seep through, just like the other one, you're in problems. You're gonna get totally soaked, you know what I'm saying? You're just gonna have a wet schmuck. And that's not a euphemism, guys. That is not a euphemism. But yeah, really dope hood, man. And as you can see, when the hood is up and everything, you look like, yeah, this is definitely a beautiful super fly piece. Let's go back and see if there's anything I'm missing. Okay, at the bottom here you have two drawstrings. I'm sorry, you have a drawstring which allows you to taper, so it goes round the body and allows you to taper, and those are demarked by this beautiful lovely green, as you can see there. Really dope. What else? You have this sort of, once again, you're going mountain climbing, you know, with Sylvester Stallone, and yeah, you'll need to hook yourself up. Here's another rivet, here's another D ring that you can hook yourself up to in that fetching green, and that's a canvas. Okay guys, really dope. But let's talk about, there's a couple things about this that I love. This was my favorite piece. Once again, I picked this up last summer. It was my favorite piece, really good, but then it ripped in 2 places, and this was only after wearing it about 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks, at the most 3 weeks, it ripped. Now I bought this off Hawkwood Mercantile, and if you know about Hawkwood Mercantile, they're a really dope company. The guy Richard, he's done some amazing beautiful jackets and really dope, and I thought, you know, based in England, let me support a sort of small guy coming up, and you know, sort of it kind of sits in with my aesthetics, you know, with my values, you know, sort of small company tries to do big things, you know. So I thought, yeah, let me get involved, and I got this piece, and this piece wasn't cheap, I'm not gonna lie. And after 2 weeks of constant wearing, like I said, this became like my favorite piece. After 2-3 weeks of constant wearing, I got a rip here in the pocket, and I got a rip here somewhere in the pocket. And yeah, considering the money I paid and all of that, yeah, it was a bit upsetting. But check my next video and I will go into this a bit more. Okay, let me just see, there's a couple extra bits in here. Let me just see, I'm just going to take this off. Just strip on camera, why not, if not? So there's a couple extra bits in here which I would like to show you. Okay, so there you have, right there, you have the Hawkwood Mercantile logo, you have the garment, see it says garment is Smock, I went for I think I customized my size, so I told him what size I wanted, and he did it to that, but I should have gone for the arms. And it says made in India. You see that they're made in India. Now this was one of the issues I also had, not the fact that it was made in India, but I thought that I was sort of supporting a company that was everything was made in England, homegrown, made in England, etc. And you know, so another thing to find out it was made in India just took a little bit of the shine off it. Again, the garment is really dope. It's super fly, but you know, if you're thinking it's one thing and then it's another, it kind of takes a bit of the shine off. And especially when you then find out you've got 2 rips after 3 weeks, you know, you start thinking, oh, quality, price, is it the same? But we'll talk a bit more. So guys, that was this Smock right here. Let me put it on one more time. Yeah. That was the Hawkwood Mercantile Knu-2, the Knu 2. So yeah, man, guys, let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you think of this piece. You know what I'm saying? You got nice little bits there that I've not even gone through. A little Velcro bit right there, which is like a sort of mini pocket on the neck. You've got this that goes across, that goes across like that. You know, there's some little accoutrements, you know, there's some really nice little bits. It's well designed. I think the designs are amazing. I just think quality could be improved, especially it's, you know, it's just supposed to be ripstop cotton and it ripped. I mean, the irony. Anyway, guys, you already know what this is. This is Once We Are Not the Same, magazine dedicated to shit that I'm into. ZN, I'm your host P Fire, aka P Ripstop. And this is another episode of Nice Bit of Kit That. I'm about to do the 3rd one, so I'll see you on the next episode. You already know what to do. Leave your comments down below. Peace, gang.